It was December 24th, 1979, a cold, unforgiving winter night when Soviet tanks rolled into Afghanistan. The world watched in shock as the Red Army stormed the rugged mountains and ancient cities of a land that had never bowed to invaders. In the heart of Washington, D.C., a flickering desk lamp illuminated the tired face of President Jimmy Carter. His advisors had brought him grim news. The Soviets are advancing. If we don't act now, we may lose the region forever. Carter leaned back, his eyes narrowing. The invasion wasn't just about Afghanistan. It was about power, oil, and control of the Persian Gulf. If the Soviets succeeded, the balance of power in the Cold War would tilt dangerously in their favor. In January 1980, Carter made a bold and historic move. Standing before the nation, he declared the Carter Doctrine: any attempt by an outside force to gain control of the Persian Gulf will be regarded as an assault on the vital interests of the United States. But words were not enough. A shadow war had begun. Behind closed doors, Carter signed off on a highly classified operation, one that would later become known as Operation Cyclone. The CIA, in alliance with Pakistan's ISI, began funneling millions of dollars, guns, and covert training resources into the hands of Afghan rebels, the Mujahideen. At first, the aid was small, $30 million, just enough to stir the embers of resistance. But those embers caught fire. The Mujahideen, a ragtag army of fiercely independent warriors, became the Soviet Union's nightmare in the mountains of Afghanistan. But this was only the beginning. Carter's decision set off a domino effect that would span decades. When his presidency ended, his successor, Ronald Reagan, would amplify this support tenfold, transforming the Mujahideen into a formidable force of guerrilla fighters. The Soviets bled in Afghanistan, thousands of soldiers lost, billions of rubles drained, and the pride of a superpower shattered. But the shadows cast by this war would linger long after the Soviets withdrew. The world would come to know names like Osama bin Laden and groups like the Taliban, ghosts born from the fire lit in Carter's twilight hours. It all started with a single decision on a winter night in 1979, a choice that changed the course of history, war, and the world itself.